What's up, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. As you guys read in the title of this video, I just wanted to go over the top couple of stocks and ETFs that I'm watching for this upcoming week in May of 2018. And we've had 3 trading weeks so far in this month, and this is the 4th one, so we want to end off this month very, very strong. And pretty much, if you guys are new to my channel, every single Sunday, I go through my watch list, I go through all the stocks and ETFs that I normally trade, and I try to formulate a plan for you guys and pretty much just document where I'm looking to enter these stocks and ETFs and why I pretty much find them attractive for that upcoming week in terms of profit potential. So let's just hop right into the topic of this video. So the first ETF that I'm watching for this upcoming week is LABD, and LABD is another inverse ETF. Its inverse is LABU, and these two ETFs, they trade based upon SPS IBI, and this is a biotechnology S&P index, and pretty much whenever this index is going up in price, right, LABU is going up in price because LABU is the bull ETF. But whenever this index is going down in price, the opposite is going on for LABD, which means LABD is going up in price while this index is going down in price because LABD is the bear ETF. And why I see value in LABD, guys, in particular right now is because it's at a support level of about $27 to $28. And when we're swing trading, guys, when we're looking on holding stocks for about a week or two or holding ETFs for a week or two, it's always an attractive buy whenever a stock or an ETF is approaching a support level. So that's why I'm looking at LABD right now. Pretty much it's very simple. It's because it's at a support level and I'm looking for it to hold above this support level, start curling back up and starting to form an uptrend. And it's been slowly consolidating actually at this support level, which is making it even more attractive in my eyes and why I'm watching, and that's why pretty much I'm watching it for this upcoming week. But if we look over here to the 5-day, 5-day, 5-minute chart, we do see some consolidation over the past couple of days here. The past 2 trading days, it's been pretty much hovering around $27 to about $29 at its top, which is a pretty good sign for consolidation, right? But there is still, there's still a chance, there's still a good odds that LABD will continue to downtrend, because if we look back over to SPS IBI, we do see that this index has been on a consistent uptrend for the past couple of weeks. We see it's trading above the 50-day SMA, it's trading above the 180-day SMA, and it's also above the EMA line, which means, it's on an uptrending pattern, right? That's why I'm not actively going to invest in LABD until it actually, consolidates and reverses, but we're still going to be keeping an eye on it, and also on LABU, which is the bull ETF. If we do see this particular index start to consolidate more and start to pull back and get closer to that EMA line, we could see a good pullback on this index, which would make LABD a very, very good play, and it's already at a support level of about $28 like we covered before, and that's why it's very attractive right now, as a swing trade for this upcoming week. But again, I'm not going to be actively investing in this until it actually starts to confirm an uptrend pattern and a break above the EMA line. So if we're looking even closer at this particular stock to pretty much identify how much potential for profit that it actually offers, right? Because that's what we're all interested in, how much money we can potentially make with this particular ETF. If we look at this, we're at the 20-day chart. Okay. Let's go back to the 180-day chart real quick. So we see here from $28, let's say we wait for it to confirm that uptrend, break above the EMA line, all that good stuff, and we wait till about $30 to get into this particular ETF, and we ride it to previous resistance levels, let's say of about $33, because previous support levels become new resistance levels once the stock breaks below, or the ETF breaks below that particular support level, which it did here. We see that about 33 was a support level. It broke below that, right? And now it becomes a new resistance level. So previous resistance levels from about $30 up to about 33, it offers about 11% potential for profit. And with $10,000 invested, that's about $1,000 to $1,100 return on your money. So LABD, it's looking pretty decent for this upcoming week if it does consolidate, like I said before, and break above that EMA line. But I'm not going to be putting any money into it if it actively, if it continues to downtrend, which it has been for the past couple of weeks. And if it does break below this support level, I might consider putting money into LABU. But LABU has already, gone up a ton in the past couple of weeks. And once a stock or an ETF has gone up for a bunch like this, I kind of stay away from it because I like buying at the low points and pretty much selling at the high points as a swing trader. So that's what I'm looking at for the number one ETF for this upcoming week. So the second ETF that I'm watching for this upcoming week is DGAS, and DGAS is another inverse ETF. It's a natural gas based ETF, and its inverse is actually UGAS, and they trade based upon natural gas, obviously. And why I see potential in DGAS, which is the bear ETF, and pretty much what that means is whenever natural gas is going down in price, pretty much DGAS is going up in price. We see natural gas right here is at its high point right now at about $2.85. And why I'm actually just playing DGAS and why I see potential in DGAS right now is because I'm actually looking for a pullback in natural gas. We see here that it bounced at 285, right? And it pulled back to about 275. Here it bounced again at about 281 and it pulled back. Here it bounced at 285. It was able to pull back to about 277. And right now it tested that same resistance level at about $2.85, $2.86. And if we look a little bit closer here, we can see that, right? We see it tested this resistance level right here at about $2.86, and it got rejected. It got rejected here, right? Rejected, and then it got rejected here again at about $2.85. And it seems like natural gas right now is creating higher highs. It's actively uptrending. From the technicals we can see here, guys, it's actively uptrending, right? But I'm just playing the ins and outs pretty much. I'm just playing pretty much natural gas right now. I'm just buying in at the dips. I'm buying on the dips. I'm buying UGAS right here on the dips at 271. I would buy UGAS, and at the top here at about 287, I see much more potential in DGAS because on the pattern we see here, guys, what do we see? We see it bounce here at 253, it bounced here at 260. It's actively trending up. It's creating higher highs, right? It's creating higher highs. Here it bounced again at 266. Here it bounced at about 271, and now it's testing that resistance level at about 286. It seems like it already made a higher high of about 287. And what I'm looking for it to do right now, guys, is for it to pull back and maybe, from about 286 down to about 275, that would be a good little swing trade for DGAS. And that's why I see potential in natural gas right now, because I'm waiting for it to pull back and pretty much continue on this ascending uptrend pattern. But I'm just looking to hop in and out of, DGAS and UGAS as natural gas is ascending in price right now on the particular pattern that it's on. So pretty much just to sum that up for you guys, I'm looking for it to, pretty much bounce at this resistance level, which it did, and just actively trend down from here. And that's when I would see a lot of potential for DGAS in this upcoming week. I actually still own a couple of shares of DGAS from last week because I did take a position about a week ago in DGAS. And if we look over here to DGAS to just pretty much identify how much potential for profit we have with this particular ETF, we see that, okay, right now it's at a low for the past couple of weeks. It hit at about $24, and then we saw natural gas bounce at that resistance level of about $2.87 down to about $2.83, and that's why we saw some recovery in DGAS on Friday, I believe, because we hit lows of $24 on this particular ETF, and now we're at $24.81, so DGAS actually ended up closing green, right? We saw up 20 cents, up about 1%, but why we see potential, or how much potential we see in DGAS right now, if let's say we got in at about $25, up to previous resistance levels, I would say of about $28, because previous support levels, like I said earlier in this video, become new resistance levels once the price of the stock or ETF breaks below, right? Yeah, about 10% potential for profit from about $25 up to about $28. And that's why we're watching DGAS very, very closely for this upcoming week. And if natural gas does, confirm this downtrend that it's on, and it does confirm that bounce from the resistance level of about 287, I see good potential in DGAS for this upcoming week. But again, I'm going to be keeping my eyes very, very closely on natural gas and to see whether this particular commodity is going to be, following this pattern that it's on right now. So that's why DGAS is the number 2 ETF that I'm watching for this upcoming week. So the third ETF that I'm watching for this upcoming week is JNUG. And JNUG right now, guys, right off the bat, we can see on this 180-day chart, we can see that JNUG is at a support level right now at about $14. And why I see value in JNUG and why I find this one very attractive for this upcoming week is because it's been consolidating at this price point we see here for the past couple of trading days. If we look over here to the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we can see that it's been hovering, like I said, at about $14. And that's a very valid support level over the past 180 days. We see that, okay, that's the 1 year chart. We see that, okay, at the 180-day chart. Why is this messing with me? All right. 180-day chart. We see that here it bounced at $14. We see that, okay, here we were able to hike up from about $14 up to about $16. Here it bounced again, like I just said, and now it's consolidating at $14. And for those of you guys that don't know, JNUG is an inverse-based ETF. Its inverse is JDST, and these two trade based upon /GC. And whenever /GC is going up in price, JNUG is going up in price. And whenever /GC is going down in price, JDST is going up in price. So we look over here to /GC gold futures, right? We see that /GC saw a huge sell-off this past week. For the past about 10 days, I believe, we saw /GC from 1326 fall all the way down to 13 or about 1284, and it's been actually consolidating from about 1284 all the way up to about 1290 for the past couple of trading days, just as JNUG has been consolidating at about $14. And why I see potential in JNUG for this upcoming week, and this is actually more of a skeptical trade. This one's probably the most risky trade that I would take this upcoming week, and I'm not going to actually, invest my money into JNUG until /GC confirms an uptrend, because it's still actually downtrending in terms of technicals. If we look at the 180-day chart, is trading below the 50-day SMA, the 180-day SMA, and the EMA, but I'm still looking at it because it's been consolidating for the past couple of days, and that we could see, a reversal in pattern, because we saw a huge sell-off from about 1325 all the way down to where it is right now. So with this huge sell-off, guys, /GC could recover a little bit and pull back up to about 1300, which is the previous resistance level we see here. Again, old support levels become new resistance levels once the price breaks below that support level. And we see here at about 1305, that looks like a valid, a valid resistance level, right? So from 1305, from 1290 to about 1305, that is where, /GC could recover if it ends up going up in price. But like I said, it's actively downtrending. It's below all these different indicators that we look at on this channel. And what that means, guys, is pretty much if it does continue to go down in price, if it gets rejected again by this EMA line, if it gets rejected by the SMA line, I'm just going to transfer my efforts to JDST, which again is the bear ETF, right? And JDST could be a good play, if /GC does continue this downtrend that it's on. So that's why this is, JNUG is more of a speculative stock for this upcoming week, because /GC really could go either way according to the technicals and according to how the charts are looking. So that's why I'm not going to be putting money yet into JNUG until /GC does confirm this uptrend, or if it does continue the downtrend, like I said, guys, I'll just transfer my thoughts to JDST and put my money there. So the awesome thing about these inverse ETFs, guys, is you have two options pretty much, JDST or JNUG, for example, and pretty much, if /GC doesn't end up going up, you can just transfer your money and transfer your thoughts into JDST, which will be an actively uptrending stock if /GC continues to go down. And that's why I really love inverse ETFs, because you can pretty much just hop in and out of the bull ETF or the bear ETF. So that's pretty much it. And if we look over here to JNUG in terms of how much profit it actually offers, from about $14, the support level where it's at now, to about previous resistance levels of about, let's say, $16. If you wait for the uptrend, let's say you get in at about $14.50. From there up to about $15.75, let's say you were to sell a little bit before that resistance level, that would be 8%, right? And if with $10,000, that would be $800 return on about a one to 2 week swing trade. And that's why I see value in JNUG for this upcoming week. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, there's a link down below in my description. It's at Stas_surfs_entrepreneurship. I post all my profits on there from trading in the stock market, updates to my channel, motivation, anything with my personal life, life and just random stuff that I do throughout the day is on that Instagram. So feel free to follow me if you guys want to. And make sure to do your own research when it comes down to these ETFs and stocks that I'm trading on this channel, because it's very, very important to be able to formulate your own plans so you can pretty much become a self-sufficient trader. You don't want to feed off of anybody else. You don't want to just trade stocks and ETFs that other people are calling out, because that's not how to make it in this game of trading in the long term, which is what I'm trying to do, and which is what I'm trying to document and show you guys that is possible, that you can be able to do this on your own. So again, guys, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hopefully everybody out there is crushing their goals, killing their dreams. Let's make some money today, guys. Peace.